Hello everyone, this is Aken and welcome for a new video of Civilization Beyond Earth. So this is a video about Rising Tide, so this is my first recorded video, probably the only one though. So as you can see, the intro screen has been greatly improved. So if you want just a summary of, so I've played one game up to the end with Rising Tide. If you want my quick opinion about it, is that Rising Tide is what I would call maybe a casual expansion or a cute expansion. I don't know. It's mostly the same as the base game, meaning that the expansion has a lot of new and interesting mechanics, but the problem lies in the details. Rising Tide is sadly very badly balanced, and the problem with the base game haven't been addressed at all. And finally there are some bugs. So this makes Rising Tide an interesting experience, but sadly that you may not play for a long time, which is a little bit disappointing for a Civilization game. All in all, if you wanted my advice, I would say that if you liked Beyond Earth, you should get Rising Tide without any doubt. I didn't really like the base game, but I can really see someone that liked the base game really loving the expansion. If you didn't really like the expansion, but the base game, but didn't really like it because you felt it lacked some features, you wanted a little bit more originality to it to be a bit further from Civilization 5, then in that case Rising Tide can also be good for you. If you don't really mind the fact that the game is imbalanced, the fact that the numbers don't add up, and that you don't really care about playing the game at the highest level, in that case just buy Rising Tide. It will probably be good for you. But if you are on the other side of the spectrum, where you want your strategy games to be balanced, your game to give you a challenge, and systems to really ask you to think about what option you will take. If that's what you want in a strategy game, I would advise against getting Rising Tide, because mostly you will feel the same as when you played Beyond Earth, in the sense that the game has horrible balance, the game has bugs, and the game isn't very good it just isn't a very good strategy game. It's just play it to have a few fun games, and then you will probably forget about it, and just go back to your favorite strategy game, be it a Paradox game or Civilization 5 or even 4. So I will play this Let's Play. You will be able to see how the game feels from my perspective. I don't claim to have the only one true opinion or something like that. So just hear me out. If you are on this channel, if you're watching this video, there is already a chance that you like my way of playing and that you may have a similar mindset. So let's see how it goes. So we will play this. Let's play on standard everything and on the maximum difficulty. So I've tested the new German faction, which is Integer, and I've tested also Alphala. That's the two I have tested. I have heard that Playstyle is pretty damn good in the game right now, but so I won't play them, and it's pretty obvious that they're very good because they get a ton of additional trade routes. And let me tell you, trade routes in Civilization Rising Tide are back. They are back as strong as they were at the start of this game, just in lesser numbers. But the Polysteria make it so like you're playing Vanilla 1.0, and this means that Polysteria is probably the strongest faction. Pan-Asian Cooperative is also very strong, with 3 wonders in every city. So what can we got? What can we get? Them I haven't started them. Well, their bonus isn't that interesting, I guess. But I will use them, show you how it feels to play with the ocean cities. So I will play with the NSA. As a colonist, it's more or less the same as before. Artists are probably still the best colonists in the game. They have been reduced back to 2 culture per city, which is a good move. We could go with refugee or engineering too. Engineering would be a very decent choice, but I still like my artist more because I like my very first colonist to come very fast. But to make things a little bit different, I will play with engineer just to see where it goes. We will play with coast maps, continental surveyors. You will see that it allows you to see where of the resources, which is pretty good. And I will pick the soldier. Picking the soldier and landing in the water will give you a boat, and this is very good to get a boat because it will allow you to get a ton of resource pod right off the bat, especially with the continental surveyor. Let's go into advanced setup for the details. So honestly, I don't see any point in playing something else than Primordial, but you probably have seen most of the game played on Primordial. My last game was also on Primordial, but it's by far the most the better looking biome. The main reason is that the problem with the biomes is that they use a very limited set of color. So for example, fungal is mostly a purple bluish terrain, and it's very hard to look at it and know what is what. It's also very ugly, honestly. Primordial is by far an upgrade over that, but frigid is mostly like fungal but blue and white. So we change more or less how Alien moves. So we could try frigid, but I fear to be a bit disappointed about how it looks. But if we play in the water, we won't really care about the terrain. So we could go with frigid, show you how it looks. Apollo 5 standard everything. Yeah, okay. I will play in the water, so I don't care about who starts where. And everything else seems okay. So I could choose strategic balance. I like it. Getting a quick titanium, a quick petroleum in my capital. So let's play with strategic balance. And let's start the game. I hope there is not too much mic breathing. My last C5 videos have been a little bit spoiled by some breathing in the microphone. Okay, so we will play this. I will try to play it more or less normally, not whine too much about the problem that I can see with the game, and show you some of the stuff you can get. So since we picked the soldier instead of the worker, we will have a boat, and with this boat we will use it to grab a ton of pods, and with the pods we will try to rush a settler, a worker. Sorry. All right. So we don't have that much choice. So we will of course go. We could go here or here. Either go next to the coral or next to the shell. It's exactly the same resource, since the coral, well, it's not the same improvement, but the coral and the shell both gives +1, so there is not really an advantage. So I will go here. Okay, this wasn't really expected to spawn next to these aliens, so we will try to remove them. So we're really on the bottom of the map. So we will try to get our resource pods, and with the explorer we will get the artifacts. So a very good first option is of course pioneering, but we could go also for engineering to display the titanium. But I prefer pioneering because of the trade depot. Alright, we got some very early for the civilization. Oh, so this is the kind of stuff you can do. You can use these to get a very quick bonus, which is a very good option. Or you can keep them and then use them for a later bonus. Getting a 96 bonus in production would probably be a nice boost, so I'm really considering it. This would allow us to get our worker right away, so I think I will do this and sacrifice the stuff. But you shouldn't do this too much, because some of the stuff you can get with the artifacts are very good. As you can see, a battered one would give us a lot less, so this one I will keep. So I will keep my solar collector for now. Let's invest into prosperity. Oh, it's true, we don't have yeah, we don't have the artists. This is why it's a little bit slower in culture. Okay, so this is done. So now making explorers is pretty good at the start, because you can see a lot of the spot to send expedition to. For example, this one. So should get in there. Okay, so let's continue this way. We'll get our free settler pretty fast. And we get a free affinity. So we could get some very fast culture, but I'm already close to the colonists, so I don't really care for now, and prefer to see what kind of bonus I can get later on. So we have a lot of what is it, xenomass. So let's try to go harmony. Yeah, okay. So this is the new interface for upgrading unit. I don't think, I don't know if I really like it. I feel it's sometimes a little bit confusing what on what you should be clicking. So we said harmony, so let's go toward harmony. Let's get our free colonists. So getting in the west, in this area. So this is the advantage of playing in the water, is that expanding is very simple. Okay, so I will grab this one. We could go for an additional one. What colonies did I pick? I pick engineers, right? So why do I have only 2 production? Okay, so we have 3, so we could see what bonuses we get. So we get plus 50% yield for domestic trade routes. So this is one of the best one to get. So this is my first issue. The artifacts, honestly, they give access to some really crazy stuff. So yeah, sure, but and it's very random. This one, honestly, the 50% yield from domestic trade routes, I didn't get it for the last time, in my first game, but I've heard about it on the forums, and yeah, this one is crazy. But it's very costly though, at least. So I will invest into this to get an additional worker. Then I will try to find the titanium, which can sometimes help to see where you should expand. Right, we're not making a lot of gold. It could be a good time to send this, get a bit more gold in our territory. Okay, so I could try Pathfinder. It's something that I really like. It will also give us the synergy bonus, and then we will be able to invest into industry. So I find it sad that the virtue tree wasn't changed at all. So there is nothing for the new systems, for like for water city, for example. There is no bonus, and honestly, it was already known that before in industry and knowledge are probably the best trees. So it's sad that it wasn't changed. All right, so this one will go on top, while this one will go in the east. I would also like if the map was a little bit easier to read. Like, honestly, if I do this, it's very unclear where am I on the map. Like, I don't even know what I have already seen. I have to do this to see that I've seen this part. And then I'm blue on blue. So it's not very good. Yeah, so we just got 2. I thought we had 3. Okay. So of course we will get to trade and send it to our new city to get it going as fast as we can. So we're getting a lot of this stuff. So what would this one gives us? Plus 100% production for orbital. Nah, I don't really like this one. Does this and this give the same thing? Yeah. So I guess I could complete this research. Get to use one for the bonus in production. Yeah, okay. Speed up our trade vessel. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay, so of course this one helps our new city. And then we should probably continue to expand. So let's make a new colonist. The colonists are pretty cheap from what I've seen. Like only 390, while a worker is 310. While so they make colonists a little bit cheaper currently. So I guess. So I would just send it right away. Okay. So let's do this and let's increase the yield. I'll start with the old Earth because I have a very weak. Oh, I've already seen this one. So these are new, what they call marvels. It gives you a quest basically, and you have to find some stuff on the map. And getting this will give you something. It depends on the map, on the kind of stuff you're looking. Alright, so I can already buy a new colonist, which is what I would do. I don't know if I can do it here. No, apparently. So let me just buy one, which is the best use for gold, honestly, at the start, in my opinion. Okay, so we could go here next to this titanium. So I will go here and improve this tile once I have enough. Okay, so we got engineering. What could we go for? I think the best idea would be to grab the water refinery, since we will have an empire. The water refinery will increase the yield of ocean tiles. Oh, so we have two. Okay. We have two of those. Alright, so I finished the first one, and I have to find two other. Alright, new patrol boat. With this one we can continue our exploration. Okay, so we got this one. I think I would go here. Let's just stay on the water with this civilization. This is one of the things that I think it is a bit disappointing, is that you don't have really an incentive to go in the water or on the land. It's a bit like both give stuff, but nothing is really. It doesn't really matter what are what you are doing. So for the worker, actually, you can sometimes get the agreement that would give you very cheap workers. Right now I have 4 cities on the way. Actually, I think I will invest into another one. Okay, so here, okay, so this is tundra. So we have here, so let's me invest into industry. So this will be finished in 3. Let me directly invest into a vessel. So I have adept blue or palatine. I think I will go with palatine because I don't have a lot of from trade from agriculture. So I found a new people. So with them I could choose to get new agreement, but honestly at the start of the game, let me see how long it has been. Okay, at the start of the game the agreements could cost a lot more than they give, because for example agreement would cost me 9 or 15 and I'm only making 10 a turn. So if I do this, yeah, I get this, but I get nothing else. Whereas if I manage my stuff, it's better to just improve your own stuff. So there is one that I had seen that is very good, the cooperative perk. So this would give me trade routes that increase the rate of my internal trade routes. So with the unique building we got from the artifacts, this would make a lot of a very big yield. So you can make farms on everything, and it's not clear if it's a bug or feature, but meanwhile I just consider it that I can make them for when I don't have yet the technology to improve the resource. Okay, so we got 5, we got 4. We're getting toward our 5th, and this is the moment to stop the video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for listening. So I will just do this.